Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Iliana Magra, and here are the top headlines of the day in Greece. Two men accused of involvement in the killing of two people at a seaside campsite in Finikunda in southern Greece were placed in pre-trial detention earlier today after a 16-hour judicial hearing, the authorities have said. The session began on Sunday afternoon and ended around 4 a.m. this morning, with both the investigative magistrate and prosecutor agreeing that the two 22-year-old suspects should remain in custody pending further investigation. The defendants, a 22-year-old Greek-British national and his co-accused, who turned himself in to the police, each blamed the other for the killings. The double homicide occurred on the night of October 5th at the Amos seaside campsite, where the victims, the 68-year-old owner and a 61-year-old caretaker, were found dead. Authorities continue to examine the circumstances and motive of the crime. Additional witness statements and forensic analysis are expected in the coming days. Now, traffic restrictions that ban cars from entering the inner zone of the city on alternate days have resumed today, according to the Hellenic police. Under the system, cars are only allowed to enter the inner zone on either odd or even days, depending on the last digit of the registration plate. The boundaries of the inner zone are indicated by special signs, while the restrictions apply from Monday to Thursday between 7 a.m. and 8 p.m. and on Friday from 7 a.m. until 3 p.m. They do not apply on weekends, public holidays, and the days when all public transport workers are on strike. In other news, two operations were carried out to locate and rescue 110 foreigners on board vessels in the sea area south of Kalamaki in Crete under the coordination of the Joint Rescue Coordination Center. In the first operation, 51 foreigners were located on a vessel in the sea area 35 nautical miles south of Kalamaki and were rescued by an offshore patrol boat of the Hellenic Coast Guard with the assistance of a passing ship and an unmanned aerial vehicle of the Frontex force. The rescued foreigners were safely transported to Agia Galini. In the second operation, 59 foreigners were rescued around 44 nautical miles south of Kalilimenes following the mobilization of a Coast Guard offshore patrol boat, two passing ships, and a Frontex drone. The rescued foreigners were transferred to Kalilimenes. Finally, government spokesman Pavlos Marinakis has defended a forthcoming amendment that will regulate activity around the tomb of the unknown soldier located in front of Parliament following controversy over a makeshift memorial for the victims of the deadly Tempe train crash near the monument. The amendment will be submitted very soon, he said during a regular press briefing. As for the names of the Tempe victims inscribed in red paint, we will not make any a priori aggressive moves. The goal is not to divide, but to ensure respect for a sacred monument, he said, while adding that the amendment will specify that within a defined area around the monument, only acts of respect for national heroes will be permitted. No citizen should need a law to respect a place dedicated to the nation's heroes, but some provisions are necessary for those who do not understand this, including political parties, he noted. And that's all for today. Tune in again tomorrow for Greece's first English language news bulletin. And ladies and gentlemen, have a good afternoon.